There is something irresistible about a fictional man who's not just swoon-worthy, but actually good for you. I'm talking about loyalty, kindness, emotional intelligence, the kind of qualities that make you want to root for someone in every chapter, and maybe even imagine what it would be like to share a life. Today, we're exploring 10 green flag book boyfriends who are thoughtful, steadfast, and endlessly admirable. Hello, and welcome to the Whispers of Whimsy, a space for book lovers who want more than just a story, a space to explore characters, relationships, and the quiet magic of literature. You enjoy thoughtful dives into literary worlds and the people who inhabit them? Make sure to subscribe and join our little corner of the internet. Let's dive right in with my most questionable of the bunch, Rhysand from A Court of Thorn and Roses. He is the High Lord of the Night Court, a figure of mystery and power in a world of magic and political intrigue, and the dark horse of the Green Flag Book of Boyfriends. Morally complex, undeniably powerful, and initially a bit intimidating, to speak lightly. Yet, over the course of the series, Rhysand becomes a model of respect, emotional intelligence, and support. He encourages Fairy's independence, values her strengths, and demonstrates that true partnership comes from mutual respect and growth. What makes him a green flag partner is the moment he allows her to make her own decisions, placing her agency above his own desires. Number 2 on our list is Peeta Mellark from The Hunger Games. He's the baker's son from District 12. He stands out because he makes extraordinary sacrifices with quiet courage. During the Hunger Games, he risks everything to protect Katniss, putting her survival above his own. His love is constant and gentle and quietly heroic. Being with Peeta feels like a calm in a storm, someone who listens, understands, and is always present when it matters most. I just picture him baking bread in the calm of the bakery or quietly encouraging someone who's struggling, a reminder that true devotion isn't always loud, but it's steadfast and it's real. Third up is Mark Darcy from Bridget Jones's Diary, the modern day Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. And I know this is a little dated because I feel as though most people watched the movies, probably didn't actually read the books, and it is kind of in that era of you either have or haven't. But he makes it on my list over Fitzwilliam Darcy from the original Pride and Prejudice. Mark has a way of seeing people for who they truly are. And one defining moment, of course, is when he reads Bridget's diary and instead of judging her, admires her honesty. It's such a quiet and profound act of emotional intelligence. I can just imagine a snowy winter day in London, him waiting patiently in a bridge, scarf in his hand, just ready to walk beside you without needing to impress you. A love that is steady, understated, and deeply comforting. There's romance and consistency, and Mark Darcy embodies that. Next up is Jane Austen's Persuasion's Captain Frederick Wentworth. He's a naval officer who once loved Anne Elliot, but parted ways due to circumstances beyond his control. He's brave, intelligent, and most importantly to me, he's kind. Years later, they meet again, not as though time stood still, but with the tension and longing of two people who must rebuild their trust. His devotion is measured, patient, and ultimately enduring. When he finally expresses his love for Anne in carefully chosen words, it's a moment of triumph for the heart, a love that survived distance, pride, hesitation, and a lot of misunderstandings. And the next on my list is a childhood sweetheart, Gilbert Blythe from the Anne of Green Gables series. He's a schoolmate turned life partner of Anne Shirley from the famous series. He's a man whose humor and patience makes him unforgettable. He celebrates Anne's successes, quietly supports her passions, and stands by her even when she doubts herself. There's a tenderness in his constancy and a joy in his companionship that makes his love feel effortless yet profound, like the comfort of returning home. Just picture an afternoon together, oh, and all the nice scenery. If you've ever watched any of the shows or movies, picture yourself walking there side by side in a field of fallen leaves with him, exchanging easy laughter and knowing that he's always in your corner with a sparkle in his eyes. Next up is someone very different from Gilbert Blythe. It's Colonel Brandon from Sense and Sensibility. He's a gentleman of quiet dignity and deep empathy, and personally, I find him to be understated and not talked about enough. With all the great fictional men of the time, I think he kind of just gets ignored. Colonel Brandon's devotion is understated but unwavering, and he takes responsibility for those who can't care for themselves. I'll admit, Alan Rickman's portrayal in the films makes him even more magnetic, but the book shows a man who's quietly shouldering responsibilities, never looking for accolades or attention, and he just does the right thing. Think of the moment he steps in for Eliza's child. That care, consistency, and moral clarity are irresistible. His love is steady, reliable, and never performative. I warm up at the thought of a candlelit evening at a state library where conversation flows easily and the weight of his reliability feels like a warm embrace. Going back in time, we are checking out Henry de Tamble from The Time Traveler's Wife. He has an extraordinary gift and curse of time travel. His love for Claire is tested in ways most of us can't imagine. One of the most poignant moments is when they share that fleeting afternoon together, fully present despite the fragility of time itself. Henry's devotion is tender, attentive, and beautifully flawed, a reminder that true love is measured not in perfection, but in presence and care. Next on my list, for those who read this classic in high school and never took the time to think of him as anything more than the father of Jem and Scout. Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee is no romantic lead. Instead, he's a lawyer and father in a radically tense town of Macomb, Alabama, and his courage, empathy, and integrity make him someone anyone would want by their side. Watching him stand firm against injustice, acting not for glory, but because it's right, reveals a kind of steadfast moral compass that makes love feel safe, grounded, and enduring. One of my favorites. How could I not include Lord of the Rings' own Aragorn, son of Arathorn, the ranger who becomes king? He's defined by loyalty and honor. Aragorn is the epitome of it. He is steadfast, faithful to Arwen, courageous, and consistently guided by integrity. His love is quiet but absolute, the kind of devotion that inspires trust without words. His combination of strength and fealty embodies classic green flag energy, someone who is trustworthy, honorable, and unwavering in his commitment. And last, though certainly not least on my list, is Jamie Fraser, the fiery Scottish Highlander from Diana Garbauld's Outlander series. He's courageous, passionate, and profoundly devoted. What makes him unforgettable is the way he protects Claire while honoring her independence, navigating danger with both fierceness and tenderness. Just picture walking through the Highlands with Jamie, love and adventure entwined in your bond. Ending with Jamie feels right because he's a character whose love leaves a lasting impression long after the last page. And there you have it. 10 green flag book boyfriends who give us the hope that kindness, loyalty, respect, and emotional intelligence are far more compelling than brooding intensity or fleeting drama. From classic literature to modern favorites and epic fantasies, these characters often inspire what is healthy, thoughtful, and a loving partner and what it should look like. I'd love to hear from you. Who is your ultimate green flag book boyfriend? Did we miss any of your favorites? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed exploring these characters with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the little bell so that we can continue wandering through these whimsical literary worlds together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Whispers of Whimsy. Bye for now.